Hey friends, welcome back to Bitfumes. I'm your host Sarthak and this is a channel where I talk about Laravel and the cool thing about Laravel. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to finally learn about how to upload a file and save its detail into our database and then getting the details and getting the image into our browser from the database. So obviously for that we need a database table, we need a model connected to that table and we need a controller. So let's quickly create these three things. So obviously I have created this test database and now I will create model. So php artisan make model and model name will be file, and to creating the migration along with the model I will use dash m. So this will create migration and the model too. So let's hit enter and you can see it says model created successfully and also the migration. So let's see where we have all these things. So model will be inside app and you can see here is the model. So it's a file model we have created. Obviously we also have the migration, so migration will always be inside database and migration. So here is our migration, create files table. Obviously we know in Laravel the table name will always be the plural form of the model. Okay, so here the file model is associated with the files table in the database. Obviously we need id, and with that id I need the name of the file. Okay, and this will be a string. Okay, and I think it's good for now. Let's do one thing more. I want size also. Okay, and everything is set here, so I want to save size. And now let's run the migration and see whether we are getting correct table or not. So obviously I will go to terminal and here I will say php artisan migrate, hit enter. Here is our files table, so let's just refresh our database and here it is. Here is our file database. Oops, file table. Okay, so files table is ready. Now the time is for creating the controller. So php artisan make controller, and let's say controller name will be, obviously you guessed it right, file controller. So hit enter and we have it. So let's quickly check where we have the controller. So I will go to app http controllers and here is our files controller. So obviously we need to save this thing. So to save a file we need a form. So let's close this folder, close these files. I will open resources folder, views folder, and here is our views. So every view is saved inside resources views folder. So here is our welcome page, this page. Now I want to create a new file called upload.plate.php. It's php. Okay, so here's our file and I will create HTML5 markup. So HTML colon 5, hit tab, and obviously if you don't know how I have done these things, this is the magic of the Sublime packages. So obviously you can refer to my Sublime series and you can find the link in the description. Okay, so next I will say it's a upload file title, and here I want to create many things, but for that let's quickly grab the CDN for Bootstrap so that we can easily say any class. So bootstrap cdn.com, this is a great website. And now here is the styling, so I will grab the link part. Here is the link will goes to the head, and I think we don't need the jQuery, so let's quickly create a container, conta container dot row. That means I need a container Then I need a row inside that container, and inside the row I need a form. Obviously I need a form, and inside the form I need a input of class of type, I think type is equal to file, and after that I will hit tab, and you can see everything is here, and that's because of the emit package. And obviously you can find that package link also inside the description box where I have explained about the emit. So let's move forward, and some indentations. Yep, and here it is. And let's say the name of this input file will be file again, and obviously we need an input for submit this form, so it will be submit. Oops, submit mit. Okay, so here it is, and let's see all these things, but for that we need to create a route. So here we are inside our web.php file. You can find this file inside routes folder. Okay, so now I will create a route of get request. When I go to file/file, and it will go to file controller, and on that I can say show file form, or I can say it's upload form. So now I will give a name. Name will be upload dot file. It's nice thing. Okay, so we have the file, that means the blade file. We have the route for that. We don't have this show upload form. So let's quickly go to our controller, and controller is inside app http controllers, and here is our controller, file controller. I will create a function, so I will say pub and hit tab, and this is done because of the snippet I have created. And obviously you can find the Sublime snippet, how to create a snippet video link on the description also. So nice thing. And now I have pasted these things, so no php, so it's nice. Just close this line also. Okay, so everything is working. So let's return here. Return, I want to return view, and view name is upload only. Okay, so now go to the file/file, hit enter, and yep, we have these things, but we have not provided the classes here. So I will say class btn info, and make it a form, oops, class of form horizontal, and let's see how it look like now. Yep, it's nice, but I want to give a padding to top, and yes, it's very nice thing. Okay, so we have these things, and now we have to grab a file. And obviously when we grab a file and submit the page, I want to submit a page to a function inside a controller. So I will create a route here which is just like same, but it will say store file, and it's a post request. We know all these things. So now I will go here and give it a route. So for giving a route, I have to say route, and oops, it's upload dot file. Why upload dot file? Because inside our web.php file I have given this slash file name upload dot file, but don't be confused, don't confused with these and these things, because the route, the slash thing is same for these two things. So when we give the name of this and we are getting a post request, so then the Laravel knows it's a name same, that means this also same, and the post request route is calling with this name. So Here we have used that thing, and obviously we are going to use the file, so I have to give the enc type, which will be multi-part and form data. So it will be like this, and here it's slash. Okay, so now it's done, and let's create a store file function inside our file controller. So I will again use pub and tab, and I will say store file, and obviously request $request, because it's a post request, and we have imported this thing at the top, so don't need to import it. And let's close this line so that we can see what we are getting. Go to Chrome, and here give it a refresh. Okay, select a file, so I will go to tutorials, bitfumes. Let's upload any file. Do we have any file? Yeah, we have any file. So this file, I can say this file is nice. So submit, and you can see it's not getting anything, because we have not provided the method here. So we have to provide method. Oops, method, and method will be no post. Give it a refresh again. Go back and refresh again. Choose file, this one, submit, and token is not given. Again, the problem is we have not provided the token. So csrf underscore field, that's it. Refresh page again, choose file, this one, submit, and you can see we are getting the requests. Everything is here. So now what we have to do, it's time to store things. So now we have to firstly see whether we are having a file or not. So for that I can say if request arrow has file, and file name is, I think, file. Let's verify, and yeah, the name is file. Okay, so if we have this file, then let's try to return first, then after we will do anything else. Then yes, okay, and I have to say nothing here, and now refresh the page, and yes, that means we have the file. And if we have the file, now it's time to save the file. And but we don't upload the file to database, we upload the file to our server. Okay, and we upload the information of file inside the database. So now you can see, if I say here store, so what I can do here, I can say store and the folder name, so public slash upload file, so simply upload, and now it's done. But here I have to say $file arrow. So it's done now. Go here, refresh, click, and you can see it says unable to find file. So why is that? Because I have to say here request arrow file arrow space store and public upload. So go here again, hit refresh, and it say yes. And where is our file? File is inside app, public, upload, and here's the file. Okay, so close this. That means we have successfully uploaded the file. But now let's see what if I return the whole thing here. Comment this, go refresh, and you can see it's just giving all the path. You can do one thing, either you can save all these path to your database, or you can just get the original file name. So how you get original file name? So here I will return, I will say request file get original file name. its name, and its function name is something different, and the function name is get client original name. Save this file, go here, refresh, and yep, we have this original name. So what you can do, you can just save this file name. And obviously if you are saving this file name but the file is stored in your database with a random name, you can see the name of the file is randomly created. So what we can do, we can say here save as, and after this we can give the file name. So I will say file name, and this looks like we have to say here file name is equal to. So what we have done here, we are getting the original file name and we are putting it inside the file name folder, not folder, file name variable, and that file name variable is provided here as a parameter for store as. Now I will go here, refresh the page, and you can see it's again giving the path but with original file name, and you can find that file here, and that's the original name. Okay, now it's time to save this file name only to our database. It's very easy. So what we can do, we can just grab the model. So I will say file, and so obviously we have here, so I can use that model at the top, but I am using PHP companion package. So I will just click on this word, I will just press command shift and P or control shift P, and I will say find use, and it's now giving everything we have, but we want the model name. So I will say, oops, it's not getting the model name. Why it's not giving our file? Because the file we have model is with capital P. Now control shift and P, find use, and we have, so here it is, and we have at the top. And again, if you don't know how to do these things, check out the description again. Okay, so now file, and I want to save the file. So what I can do, instead of doing this, I can say simply file is equal to new file, and now file is equal to, which file name is equal to file name. That's nice. And file size we have talked about, so we have to grab the file size also. Now to get the file size, what we have to do, we have to just copy and paste this thing. So I have used control shift and D command. So here I will say size, and it's done. So just return this thing, and let's see, you can see we have problems, so I have to comment this. Now refresh, and you can see 585966 byte. So we have to convert it, or if you want to convert, you can convert it. So now what I will say, I will just say file size here, and that's nice thing to do. So file size, that's nice. And now save. So save and done, and if this works, return yes. So everything is working for me. Let's see is everything is working in real life or not. Refresh, save, and it's yes. That means we have the file here, that's fine. We also have a row in our database. So let's quickly check our database. So I will open SQL Pro. So here it is, and now refresh this. Yep, we have here. Now it's time to get the file from the database and show it on your browser. Okay, so let's see how we will do that. For showing, let's create a div again of row, and here I will say show file, and here I will provide the image tag, and the source of the image asset and storage slash public slash upload, and our file name, and file name is ajax 7.3.jpg, and it's fine. Let's see what we are getting. Return, oops, oh, we have to go back, and you can see we are getting any error because route is not defined, storage public upload. Okay, the problem is here because here I have to connect the file, connect the storage folder to my public folder. For that I will go to terminal and I will say here php artisan link storage. Is that correct? Oh, artisan spelling is incorrect, and it says, I think it's round, I think it's not like this, it's like storage colon link, and yep, it's working now. And now go to public folder and you can see this linked to storage folder. So let's go here, and now here let's try one thing. Let's try to delete this public folder from here and hit enter, and you can see the file is here. That means what we have done, we have connected this public folder to storage folder. That means everything is inside upload is now is inside storage. That public folder is skipped, so just delete the public folder from here and close this file, close this tab, and now refresh. You can see the file is here. It's very easy when you are dealing with the multiple files and we have not actually saved the file to database. You can also do that thing. And so in the next episode we are going to see how to protect a file from any user. Let's say if you want to show a file only if the user is logged in, then how will you do that thing? For that we have to use a unique thing. We are not just providing the direct link. So watch the next episode and follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and share this video with your developer friends. And if you have any doubt in this episode or in anywhere, please feel free to comment me. We will meet in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.